Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm him signing in on y'all. Yeah. You know, like I say, man, boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. Dang, boy, I gotta get myself together for a minute, boy. I'm almost in tears, man. Dang. It just it's just I'm in tears of joy, man. That's all. And I mean, seeing them, they loading up them Mexicans. They loading them up, getting them out of here, boy. They loading them up, man. And like I say, man, it's a beautiful thing to see. It bring tears to my eye to see Trump getting them out of here. And like I say, we have suffered because of them. They came over here to get a better life, but we gotta suffer. You know, they don't see how we feel. All they see is that they getting a better life. We have to suffer because of them. Our own country turned against us for them. You know, our own country. We got grandmamas and grandpas that need assistance. Can't even get no assistance. Granddaddy, 89 years old. You know how much food stamp they told him he can get a month? $23. But you got Mexican that women go out to the Family Children's Service and use a fake name and a fake social security number and get $700 to $800 a month food stamps. But granddaddy, you can only give him $23 a month. Huh? This Mexican woman using a fake name and a fake social security number. And they know it. They know that's not who these people are. But you see how our government turning, and then the husband, no, let me back it up. That woman go to DFAX and use a fake name, fake social security number, and get $800 to $900 a month food stamp. Then she go to Walmart and use another fake name and another fake social security number and get a job and making $19 an hour. Then the husband, he got a job, he making $25 an hour on his job. Look at all that income they got coming in one house. Look at all that income they got coming in one house. You see what I'm saying? Look at all that income they got. Huh? But look, what do we got? They come over here and everybody turn against us. All businesses turn against us. You got housing and apartment complexes. They raise the rent up. Why? Because they know Mexican. They put about 5 or 6 families in there, and they can pay the rent. But look, what about us? Our voice ain't even heard. Why? Because it's 70 of them versus 30 of us. Who you think they gonna listen to on a complaint? The greater number. So if the greater number ain't complaining, forget us, America. They don't care nothing about us. Our own, we would love to have our country back where we're being treated and respected like we're supposed to be treated and respected by our own country. They not coming over here for a better living. They coming over here for luxury. Big trucks, big houses, big cars, if you both being so poor, why didn't you send it, you making big money, why ain't you sending that money back home to your family? But no, you buying big cars, Hellcats, Corvettes, Mustangs, new Mustangs, big houses, 6 and 7 bedroom houses, out on the lake. But you came over here with nothing. But no, you can get a job and run to our bank, and our bank will give you how much money you want. But let us do it. We go to the bank, or we get denied. No, you Mexican come over here and go to the bank. Your credit starts all over when you come over here. You get fresh laid. You get brand new fresh credit when you come over here. Even though in Mexico, your credit could have been a 2. It could have been the lowest credit in the world. You could have had the worst credit in the world or in Mexico. But when you come over here, illegal. Your credit starts all over again. You get fresh, brand new credit. You can go to the bank and you can borrow you $600,000. We've been living in America all our life. Can we do that? No. So you think we enjoy being treated like that? No. Come on now. If we went to Mexico and Mexico people turned against them and favored us, they'll feel the same way we do. They will want us off them over there too. And not to mention, they don't like black peoples anyway. I don't work with plenty of them. They all told me, the one that born over here, they okay with black people. But the one that's not born over here, them old one over there in Mexico, their ancestors, they don't like black people. They're born and raised to think that black people are the nastiest people on earth. That's what they born and raised to think. And it's all started because of a black man's anatomy. You think a black man's anatomy is bigger than yours, and now you want to spread a rumor and say black people are the nastiest something in the world to keep your women away from us. That's a sick, sad way to hate somebody, But yeah, they come over here and they live in luxury. So yeah, I seen these videos with ICE loading them up. I'm talking about they getting a lot of them. Oh, they screaming and hollering. Don't be screaming and hollering, no. You just done got used to this lifestyle. You done got used to this lifestyle. And like I say, if you wasn't trying to be living this lifestyle, you would be prepared for this day. And being prepared for this day, that means you sending all your money to Mexico, putting it up. But no, you screaming and hollering and kicking and crying because you're not prepared for this day. You ain't saved up no money. You going back to Mexico, you ain't got no money saved up. You know what you been doing with your money? Oh, you buying Hellcat cars. You buying Mustang. You building big houses on the lake. That's what you doing with your money when you should have been sending that money over there to Mexico, saving it. Because when this day come, which you should have knew one day it's going to come. This day come right here. Now see you screaming and crying because you finna go from rich to poor again. When you go back over there, you're going to be on rock bottom again. You're going to be on your face again. Why? Because you wasn't saving your money. You wasn't sending your money over there to be put up. No, you spending your money here living like a king, living like a queen. That's why they so mad. That's why they crying. That's why you see the video of them, ICE got them lined up. They just crying, oh boy, and screaming. Oh, it's the word. Yeah, it's the word thing because you know what you finna go back to. You finna go back to a poor way where you started from. You finna go back to eating out of the trash can again. But see, this didn't have to be. So still you over here trying to come over here to live for riches and live for fame and have big cars and live like you a rich millionaire. You should have been sending that money back over there, saving it. For when this day come, then when you go back over there, you got some money. You won't have to go back to poor. You got money. You ain't got enough money to start you a business or something. But no, none of you put your money back. You took your money and spent it. You want to flex and shine on American people. You want to drive big cars in our face so that you can look better than us, so you can look more superior than us. You look down on us. You see what I'm saying? That's what you did. And like I say, any mess can see this. You mad about it? Oh, well, you just mad. Because like I say, I don't blame you for coming over here trying to get a better living. But if you come to get a better living, that's a different thing from coming over here trying to live in luxury. No, you come over here living in luxury, no, I'm against you. But if you came over here for a better living and the money that you made, you sent it home and try to stack it up because this day right here gonna come. Now, them the people that I feel for. But the one that come over here that want to live luxury and you spending your money buying big cars and houses, Hellcat, you buying all kinds of new cars and stuff, big time, living on the lakes, houses. So you Mexican that did all that right there. I don't feel sorry for you. Because you finna go back to the poor. You finna go back to living out the streets again. You going back to living in a house with a tin roof. When it rains, it just rains in there. No, you got that because, see, all that money you spent on them houses and these cars, you should have been sending that money home. Because they're going to come a day, they're going to get you and send you back. You know you're illegal. All that money that your wife make on Walmart, all them food stamps that she getting, you see, all that income y'all got. So you should have been sending some of that money back home. Yeah. But yeah, boy, I tell you, it feels good. It feels good because, like I say, it's a shame. Now, our own country turned against us for them. It's our own country turned against us for them. And they come over here, they regular hatching out babies, just hatching out babies, just hatching out babies. Hatching out babies. I remember one time I went to I went to my little daughter's graduation at her little junior high school, and they was calling out the grades, the honor students and all this. Do you know they called about 70 Mexicans before they even got to a white person? That just shows you how they have flooded this country. And like I say, I wouldn't care less if you came over here. But the only thing that bothers me and the other Americans that live here is that our own government turn against us. Treat us like a dog for them. And if it was the shoes on the other foot and we was over there and their government turned against them and treat us like a king, they'll feel the same way about us as we feel about them. We don't hate you. We don't hate you. But it's just the fact that we just tired of being treated like a dog. We tired of being mistreated. You know, we go get a job. Black person used to be back in the day, black person, white person used to work together. But now you let a white person go get a job. Oh, he say one thing wrong, or they ready to fire him and hire 2 more Mexicans in his place. Same thing with a black person. Black person go get a job. He might keep it one day. Or they ready to fire him. Because see, Mexicans, they try to get rid of people. They try to get rid of them. They huddle up against you and get rid of you. They go tell the boss, get rid of the black man. Because they don't like you. That's what you Mexicans do. You try to get rid of American, all these job sites. And this guy on this video was talking about, yeah, let's see what America, they getting rid of all the Mexicans. Let's see if these lazy Americans gonna step up and do the job. See who gonna do the job now that you getting rid of the Mexicans. We would have been did the job. We was doing the job until they overflood us and pushed us out. They pushed us out. Next thing you know, the Mexican, he the manager. Guess what he gonna do? He gonna get rid of every American he can and hire his people. That's why come we not on the jobs no more. That's why you don't see that many Americans on jobs. But anyway, I'm him signing out.